In this video, I'm going to show you guys how to get the best crosshair placement because it is one of the most underrated and important mechanics of Fortnite. Good crosshair placement will give you both better aim and mechanics, and I can bet almost all of you don't know how to practice it, or maybe you don't even know what it is. So therefore, I will show you guys the ultimate guide on how to get the best crosshair placement, like the top pros. And like always, before we get into the video, make sure to use code LolliFN in the Fortnite add-in shop. It's by far the best way to support my content. I also added a bunch of timestamps down below, so if you guys want to skip to different parts of the video, feel free to do so. But without further ado, let's just jump straight into the video. Before I show you how to improve your crosshair placement, I first need to explain what it actually is. And most of you might say, I already know what crosshair placement is, but there's actually quite a lot that goes into it, which I'm gonna explain to you guys right now. So here's a clip where I have bad crosshair placement, and here's a clip where I have good crosshair placement. And you can quite easily see the difference in the two clips, which is how I move my crosshair. So when I went for that triple edit, instead of just flicking my mouse all around the place, I basically just move it as little as I possibly can. And look at this, when I confirm the edit, my crosshair will already be perfect to edit the cone. And if I move a bit forward and then go for the wall edit, my crosshair will be perfectly positioned so I can also edit the wall. So if you're struggling to make back-to-back triple edits or back-to-back quad edits, 9 out of 10 times is because you overflick your crosshair way too much instead of just having good crosshair placement. But how little you move your crosshair is only one part of having good crosshair placement. Another important thing is knowing where to look in order to place your builds. So an example of this is if I want to place a wall right in front of me, if I have my crosshair up here, the wall will place right over there. But instead, if I look down, the wall will place right in front of me. And this is important to know because if I get sprayed, I won't accidentally place the wall right over here. I'll know that I just have to look down to be able to hold the builds in front of me. And the same thing, if I have a ramp in front of me and want to place a cone on this ramp, instead of looking up to place the cone, if I have good crosshair placement, I can instead just look right in the middle of the ramp and the cone will still place above me. So if someone's ramping me and I want to cone them, instead of having to go all around to place the cone, if I have good crosshair placement, I can look right up here to place the cone. And just to show how useful it is knowing where to place all your builds, I'm gonna show you guys one last trick. So if I have an opponent that's boxed up like this and I want to get a cone and a floor above them, instead of ramping and then getting the floor and cone, I can instead do this. All I have to do is basically just look up and I can place the cone above them, and then I'm gonna be able to ramp and then get the double edit. And this is a good drill to practice this. So now I'm gonna show you guys how to actually practice your crosshair placement, and this is the perfect map to do so. This is my ultimate practice map and the code is on the screen right now, or you can search for LolliFN on Fortnite and the map will come up. And this map has everything you need to get better, but before I show you guys the map, I'm first gonna show you guys some drills you can practice while freebuilding to improve your crosshair placement. So just shoot the freebuild button and then it'll take you here. So for the first drill I'm gonna show you guys, all you have to do is just do triple edits over and over again, but while doing it, try to move your crosshair as little as possible. And if you can't do triple edits, just use your blue remote to slow down your speed. Slowing down your speed while doing free builds is one of the best ways to practice. So the second drill is something Clicks usually practice a lot to improve his crosshair placement. So all you want to do is edit a wall and ramp like this, and then just keep going diagonally. And the last drill you should add to your free builds is far edits, and that's basically when you edit from one tile away. Here are some examples. And by the way, this has nothing to do with the video, but I just realized in the new update, you can literally edit builds through other builds. It's super weird, and I'm not sure if it's even useful, but now you guys know. Alright, so now I'm gonna show you guys the rest of the map and how it works. So basically, when you spawn in, you'll get these two remotes. So the blue remote I showed you guys before is to change the speed. So if you want to practice your crosshair placement, I recommend using a slower speed. And if you want to practice your edit speed or mechanics, use a higher speed. And then you also have a legendary remote, and this one simply just takes you back to spawn. So you click it and you get teleported back. So now I'm gonna show you guys the rest of the map, and we have a bunch of different things here. We have crosshair placement drills, piece control tunnels, and then we also have pre-fire practice, free builds, which I showed you guys before, and then we also have wall edits and target, which I'm gonna go into right now. So this is just an empty room and a wall with blueprints that tells you what to edit. So just follow what it tells you and then shoot the target. And this one is super good to practice your crosshair placement on wall edits. It also helps a lot with your aim and peaks. But when using it, try to move your crosshair as little as possible. And also try to pull out your builds after every edit, because it's good to practice holding your wall after you're done on edit. And then after you're done practicing this, just use the legendary remote to go back to spawn. And now you basically want to go over to crosshair placement drills, and we're gonna click on the first one, which is wall edits. So here you'll get the same blueprints as in the last drill, but here instead of a single wall, it's like an edit course. So just follow the blueprints like the last time. And if you think it's too easy, you can just up your speed to like 150 or 200. And then there's one that's basically the same as the other one, but instead for floor and cones, and this just looks like this. And then there's also piece control tunnels, and here you can select if you want to practice a single tunnel over and over again, or if you just want to cycle through them all. And we're gonna cycle through them all, so we're just gonna shoot right here. And then it'll take you to these empty tunnels where you're just gonna free build whatever you want to get to the end. And this is one of the best practices you can get, because it helps you practice your mechanics, movement, and of course your crosshair placement. And then also one bonus thing added to the map, which is pre-fire practice. This doesn't really have anything to do with crosshair placement, but it does really help with your pre-fire practice. The map code is on the screen right now, but if you guys like the map, make sure to click the leave button and then favorite and like the map right here. Obviously, crosshair placement will make you improve like crazy, but it won't really matter if you're struggling with lag or high ping. Therefore, I will show you guys a way to fix this. All you have to do is to download GearUP from the description below, then open it and find Fortnite, and then just click on the boost button right here. After that, GearUP will find the best sub-server for you, which will lower your ping like crazy. I went from around 30 ping to 0, which is absolutely insane. And no, before you ask, it won't get you banned, because GearUP doesn't interfere with any of the game data and is totally allowed by Epic. And if you're on console, I have a trick to lower your ping as well. This is Hyper EV, which is a game acceleration router that you plug into your console. This will lower your ping and make your connection a lot more stable. I left the links to both GearUP and Hyper EV down in the description. Thank you GearUP for sponsoring today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will keep updating the map all the time to make it better. So if there's something you feels missing or that I should improve on the map, let me know down in the comments. And as a reward for watching to the end, I will give a random person who likes this video and leaves a nice comment 5,000 V-Bucks. I also need to make the video 8 minutes, so here's a random clip I hit. Oh my god.